Do you see that sun right now? It's literally just like 7:15 and that's how sunny it is. It's crazy. It is just so bright and so sunny and hot, but that's just kind of the name of the game right now in July. There is always so much to do in the garden. Always so many weeds. Oh my gosh, there's a hummingbird right there. Oh, it flew away. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw that on camera, probably not, but there was a hummingbird that just like flew right by my head. I was gonna get it on camera. Anyways, you never know what you're gonna see in the garden in July. There's, you know, there's always a lot to do right now, which is what I was saying. So that's why I'm out here. I've got a whole bunch of weeds to pull. I'm ashamed to say that it's been like literally weeks since I gave this garden the attention that it needs, because we've just had so much going on. When it's summertime, for a lot of people, they've got lots of plans, lots of obligations, and I am out here with a big mess. Like, even if I was paying attention to the garden for the past 2 weeks, there would still be a lot to do right now. I've got my citronella candle. I know that this sounds crazy, but I'm not putting on like the bug spray. I'm lighting a candle, a citronella candle, to help with the mosquitoes. So maybe that's a little life hack that could help somebody else. This actually helped me last time I was out here filming. I just lit up a citronella candle and I didn't get bit by any mosquitoes. So it's a little hack. Hopefully it helps. I need more chip drop, people. I've put an order in and I haven't gotten one in like a month or so. And my weeds on the ground are just going nuts right now. I don't even know what to do, if I should just suffocate them with more cardboard, pull the weeds. I don't know, because it's just like kind of overwhelming right now, but that's just the season. You'll see on YouTube right now just a trend of a lot of people talking about the not so good stuff going on with their garden right now, which it's just normal. It's normal right now to have the garden just kind of going nuts and not looking like it did a few months ago. It's super hot. This happens every year. I know that this year is harder than some other years. Everybody has kind of come to that general consensus that things are, you know, it's hotter than usual is what they're saying. And some people are saying that it's drier than usual in their climates. Not for us in Florida, but with that said, there's still positivity going on. Not everything is so horrible and bad. I think come fall, I'm hoping that everybody will have a little bit of different insight, but not everything is super bad. For example, look at my 15-foot sunflower plants over here. That's great. That's pretty great, I would say. So yeah, right now is the time where people feel like they want to give up, or it's unusually difficult or something like that. But if you're gonna garden, just know that these are challenges that you're going to experience every year. It doesn't get any easier. It definitely gets frustrating, but the quicker that we accept that this is pretty normal to have things just overrun and out of control, you know, the easier it is to just kind of look forward to what the next season can bring. And that's what my mindset is right now, is I'm just really looking forward to fall and winter and spring. I'm okay with the fact that summer's kind of done right now. I know that there is a lot of work that needs to be done as a result of that, and you know, people are going to say, you know, things are record hot and things, which is true, that's true. But we have to learn how to pivot and also pick varieties and things like that that are more suitable for this like unusual heat and temperatures. Kind of learn from the last year, what worked the year before. So the soil that we had been buying from this person in bulk, it turned out to be infiltrated with weeds. We're always trying to find a really good bulk soil option. It's just the challenge. It's really hard to find good quality soil in bulk right now. Oh, that's a beet. Oops. Accidentally pulled this beet. I will just harvest this beet. I'll put it right there. I feel like gardeners this year are experiencing more challenges than ever before. Maybe they're new gardeners, but I've seen experienced gardeners just like, gosh, I don't even know what to do right now. This is crazy. So I do have beets here, as you can see. I'm just gonna try to, you know, be as gentle as possible and not pull them up. This bed has had a little bit of challenges ever since we've started growing stuff in it, because I think it's not getting enough water or something. I think we got most of the weeds. Trying to leave all the beets intact. I think every year when it's like come July, August, it's a really difficult decision for most gardeners if they started their tomatoes like back in March for spring to come to the conclusion that it might be time to take their tomato plants out and start new. They're browning, they're not flowering, they're just not doing well. Most of my tomato plants are in that situation. They're done, months and months old, and they're just not producing anymore. I've already started some new tomato plants, and now I'm gonna start ripping out some of these older tomato plants that have been here since I started them in February, and they've been in the ground since March. Today my main goal is really just to get these cattle panels cleaned up, pull out all of the weeds, and get them ready for new seeds. I gotta walk over with my citronella candle because the mosquitoes are starting to find me. But this is an example of a tomato plant that I'm gonna leave in because I feel like it has the potential to come back and start flowering. In fact, I do see little flowers on it. If your plant looks like it's mostly green and healthy and has the potential to come back, I wouldn't, pull it out. This one I'm gonna keep. It's trellising on the cattle panel trellis. It's doing really well. It's like an Italian beefsteak. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, don't pull out everything. Just kind of really look at it. Does it look like it's got the potential to make a turnaround? I have basically too many eggplants to know what to do with them, so I'm gonna harvest them all and start figuring out ways I can preserve these and cook with them. Count up how many I have. I'm gonna guess it's like 10. I don't know, we'll see. These plants have been so productive, it's really impressive, but we just haven't had the opportunity to start eating them, unfortunately. These are kind of like browning and a little bit overripe, I would say, but a few of them, they're not too overripe right now. So this is absolutely more eggplants than I thought I was gonna have. I just counted, it's about 20 of them. A lot of them are kind of like on the verge of turning brown, which I would think is, they're over ripened. I thought that I had planted Black Beauty, which was like the kind of bigger eggplant variety. It turns out they must be like a smaller variety, which is why they're all kind of browning at a smaller kind of like softball size, like an orange size. I thought they were going to get like 2-3 times bigger, which is part of the reason why I left them on there, and I hadn't harvested a lot of them yet. So it turns out this is a smaller variety, and there's a ton that are ready to pick, which I've just picked 20 of them. I have a bunch of the long purple as well. If the plant has too many ripened fruits on there, they're gonna stop producing flowers. I only see a few flowers on there. So now that I've cut all of these eggplants off of there and harvested them, the plant's gonna start reproducing again. I'm just pretty proud of my 4 eggplants. I'm getting like 20 eggplants from them, so that's pretty awesome. I'm sitting here next to my soybeans, which are doing so outstanding right now. It's amazing. I've tried to grow soybeans a few times in my life, and I've never had success, and that's just the amazing thing about gardening. You just never know what year is gonna be your year, which bed is gonna work for, what vegetable. Always gotta make notes on what did work, of course, but if something's not working, just keep trying and keep, put something in a different bed or a different location or a different time of year. These soybean plants are absolutely loaded with soybeans. So what I like to do with soybeans is make edamame with them, steam them with some salt. You can add lots of different flavoring on top. It's just so tasty. They're definitely not ready to harvest yet. They should be done in like a week or two. I'm gonna leave them on there so they can grow to maturity, but I am so looking forward to harvesting all of these soybeans. I have so many peppers that are ready to harvest. I'm just gonna make some hot sauce out of them. When we made that hot sauce with my serrano peppers, it was so good, and we enjoyed that for months. I have like an absolute abundance of them. I'm also gonna dry some of them. That's why I've also kept them in pots and not in the beds, is because I wanna try to overwinter them. I don't remember exactly when I did my summer seed haul video. I think it was like maybe just 2 months ago. I don't know, but it was very recent. Yeah, maybe like the end of June, so not even 2 months ago. Anyways, I already have these tomatillo plants producing tomatillos on them. So that is just so unbelievable that the turnaround has been this quick. And I think it's because I have them in these grow boxes, which always just grows everything at like a double pace, basically. These plants are doing, I mean, look at them. It's like they're taller than me right now while I'm sitting down. But this is super cool, and I'm definitely looking forward to having some salsa verde and making lots of cool things with all my hopeful tomatillos. Hopefully they don't get attacked by bugs. I'm sitting here next to my Trinidad scorpion pepper plant. I did not expect this plant to produce so many peppers. There's still like green peppers on here. I don't know if you can see them. There's lots of ones that are definitely ripe and ready to go. I have my gloves on because I've actually touched them, just the outside of them, and even just touching the outside of them makes my hands spicy. So I have my gloves on because I don't want my fingers to be all spicy and touch my eyes and go like, what was that from? I'm gonna harvest these. They're the world's 3rd hottest pepper. Ask me what I'm gonna do with them, I don't know. Probably gonna dehydrate them, make them into some nice like pepper powder, and do who knows what with it. So I have my ají peppers. They're one of the smallest peppers and one of the world's most expensive peppers. Very cool. I would definitely look them up and kind of read about them. But I've got a lot of these ready to harvest, and I just feel like they would make literally the best garnish. So can't wait to start using these now that I have a ton of them ready to go. So behind me is my like giant cherry tomatoes, although these ones actually don't look giant, but most of them are really, really big. I wanted to post these and talk about these because they have been the only tomato plant that has continued to produce and thrive in these super, super hot temperatures. I've seen a lot on the blogs where people are asking like, what is working right now for people, because not a lot of things are working, and this plant has just been fine through everything. It's like it's not too hot outside. I would definitely recommend growing some cherry tomatoes, some super, these ones are like kind of giant cherry tomatoes. I don't have the exact name of them because I've had these for years and I don't have the seed packet or anything, so try to look for some large cherry tomatoes because they do really, really good in the heat. Not everything, like I said before, is doing well in the heat, so if you find something that's withstanding those really hot temperatures, that's definitely something to stick with. Alright you guys, I'll show you my harvest for today. It's nothing too crazy. About 20 eggplants, lots of peppers, some radishes, and a few beets. So that's pretty good, I think, for, you know, mid-July, the heat of summer and everything, when it's just kind of hard to get anything to go. Oh, and lots of cherry tomatoes. So I didn't get to as much as I wanted to in the video today just because it is so hot right now. But there are so many weeds left to pull. I need to spend like hours out here preparing for fall and sowing seeds. So that's what my next video is going to be about, just kind of talking about what I'm sowing for fall and how I'm getting prepared for fall. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Shelby, and until next time.